Good evening, everybody. Happy Midday Monday to you. I pray that all is well, and I hope you all are having a God-blessed, safe, successful, and productive day. For this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This is Mr. Favor, and I'm back in the saddle again on another Monday to share the Midday Monday Nugget with you all. I pray that you all had a wonderful weekend. Um, Sorry, guys. Got something coming through. This is business hours, and so I'm here at the office today. Um, in the wintertime, I usually take Mondays off because I have such a busy week. So what I do, in the winter months, I kind of take Mondays off to kind of do paperwork and kind of rest up for the rest of the week. Seeing that I have a busy weekend as well. Had a meeting on Saturday with some preachers, and then I had some other errands to run, and then yesterday of course, we had Sunday morning worship service, and did my pastoral duties there. Then on every second Sunday, I take all the senior saints out to dinner. So they look forward to that every second Sunday. So I get together with all the senior saints, and we all just pick a place. We go and we do dinner, and then we just fellowship. We laugh. I just enjoy to see their smiling faces and how they talk and interact and just have such a great time. So that's what I do every second Sunday afternoon after morning worship. So this past weekend was a busy week. And so what I normally do on Mondays, I just take Mondays off. I kind of rest up and kind of sleep in, so to speak, and yet do my paperwork and do all the other office duties that I have. So that's why I'm here at the office today. And you're probably gonna, if I'm not in the truck, you probably will see me here at the office on Mondays, or if I'm not, traveling or running errands or something like that. But it's the weather is changing again, guys. It's kind of weird. It's some weird weather we got going on here. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? It's some weird weather. I mean, this is North Carolina weather. I mean, Friday it was like 80 degrees. Thursday was like in the 70s, and so all last week it was like in the 60s and 70s, and now this week we're going back down to the 30s and 40s, and it's just crazy. And so, so my advice to everybody: stay warm, keep something on your head, just be careful, and just remember that a lot of different flus and all kinds of sinus infections and things is still going around, and it is yet circulating. Okay, so you got to be careful. Make sure you take all your precautions and things like that. What's going on, everybody that's coming up in here? Let's see who we got. What's going on, my brother Hunter Stanfield Trucking? What's up, man? What's happening to brother Keith Taylor? What's happening? That's my little cousin. What's going on, sir? It's always good to see you, man. I hope everything is going well for you. What's going on to the McLaughlins? What's happening to you? Pray that all is well with you, and you all are having a God-blessed Monday afternoon. Good evening to everybody that's coming in. I pray that you all are having a blessed day. And so that's been my weekend. So, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Spend some family time doing your thing and whatnot. and just getting plenty of rest, man. I know these days fly by fast. It's really not, what I'm saying? It don't seem like you're getting any rest at all. Because when you get off on Friday, if Saturday is like, man, if you're not really, like resting or laying around, taking it easy, it's Sunday come around, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a lot be going on, man. So it's not enough time. But we do have enough time, but it's like, it's that prioritizing the time. It's like managing it, in a way where you can get everything done and still get rest. So, you know what I'm saying? It's that, sitting down and really, really laying that stuff out. And that takes time to do that. Good evening to you, Sister Gloria Kears. God bless you. Pray that all is well with you. And you're doing absolutely well on this Midday Monday. So I thank you all for spending your lunchtime with me to kind of hang out, to get the nugget of the day. And I try not to miss too many. I know sometimes I have meetings and things, and I have other engagements that may fall within this particular time frame. That's not often, but it does happen. So if you all do not see me come on 12 noon on Mondays, it just simply means that I'm either away, I'm busy during that particular time, or something like that. So, and like I said, periodically that does happen. So please understand that, I may not always be able to get on at 12 noon. So, but I thank you all for your patience and understanding. And so I want to appreciate you for that and tuning in every Monday as much as you can. And again, we'll be back tonight at 7 p.m. My brother and I, we doing a segment entitled Adam, Where Art Thou? Or Adam, Where Are You? And we've been ministering to men as well as women. And it has really been a blessing. So come on back tonight at 7 p.m. if you're not doing anything. But I want to go ahead and get to the nugget. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all on here. So I don't want to disappoint you. You understand what I'm saying? I want to give you a little word of encouragement and let you know that keep on keeping on. Everything's going to be all right. All right. So today I want to talk about, of course, this year has started. We're in February and we're like in the middle. And no one knows, we hear a lot of talk coming around. There is a lot going on this year as far as infrastructure, as far as the industrial. They're building a lot of different factories and all kinds of things, distribution centers and all kind of stuff. I mean, the infrastructure is really, really huge. And so, of course, but, I'm here to just encourage everyone, because I know that when things are unpredictable, a lot of times you just don't know what to expect. So a lot of times we make business decisions, and sometimes in making those business decisions, sometimes we battle with regret. Should I have done that? Or maybe I should have waited, or did I do the right thing? Did I make the right move? Okay. So you battle with all of these thoughts, and you just, you don't know what to expect. Okay. And so, and I know it can be challenging. We're all in the same boat. you're a business owner. You are thinking about getting in business. You're planning on, becoming a business partner, partnering with someone, whatever the case may be. You have to understand timing. Timing is everything, guys. Timing is everything. And I tell people, if you don't have peace about it, don't do it. Okay? Because sometimes it is and I've ran into this myself. So let me share with you guys. I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. I'm gonna share some things that I've experienced, went through, and just flat out tell you it was tough during that particular time, because I allowed the pressure. Here it is. I allowed the pressure of other people's, how can I put this? I got to word it right. Okay. Sometimes people can have a lot of work or a lot of things going on. Okay. And they can reach out to you because of the pressure of meeting the need of the customers that they have. Okay. So they may have a lot going on, and they can't handle it themselves. So they reach out to other companies, pulling from here, pulling from there, pulling from here to help them to meet their workload. Okay. And so sometimes their pressure can trickle down onto you. Right. And when that happens is you and I've done it. Trust me. I've done it. You end up making a decision, right? May not be the right time for you, but because of the pressure of the workloads and all of the stuff that's going on, right? You allow yourself to make decisions, take on more, and once you get it, you begin to help them to meet their need, take care of their workload. Now, all of a sudden, it's almost like they needed you to help them to get caught up, so to speak. They needed you to help them to take care of what was putting pressure on them. Once that situation got resolved, they no longer needed you. Okay. And so now you are here, and you have this equipment. You have this, if you're in trucking, you have this truck here that comes with a payment and insurance. And so, like, wow, you was blowing my phone up when you needed some help. My thing with that is kind of remember those who helped you when you needed help to get you out of your dilemma. You look out for them in the slow seasons. Now, that's just my thinking. Now, everybody don't think that way, but if you have someone who goes out and I mean, go out on a limb and buy equipment and all this kind of stuff, and then once they come in, help you out, bail you out, get you caught up, and then you just don't need them anymore. And that brings a lot of pressure, guys. So now you especially when you got drivers, you got employees, and they're looking to you to provide work and keep them working so that they can pay their bills and take care of their families as well. And of course, you, the owner, you have bills. Okay. You have responsibilities. So all of this pressure is coming down, stress and all that kind of stuff. So business is a blessing. Yes, it can be a blessing, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility, and which that responsibility, if you do not govern, if you do not really manage, or if you take on something that may be a little too much, it can bring pressure on you, man. I'm telling you, and it could take you through, and you gonna need some faith in God. I'm telling you right now, and you're gonna have to really, really tough it out, man. I've been through some rough winters, and many of you, same way. You've been through some rough winters. You understand? Sometimes we can get in on a job or get hooked up to a company that may have work during the winter, but that's kind of rare. But if you do get plugged in, it's a blessing, right? But we've seen some rough winters, and the majority of it is contributed to weather. Okay, just like this week right here, they calling for rain every day. Every day. But there's work. We got work. There's work here. But you can't do a lot of the construction. You can't do a lot of the paving because of the rain, right? So, but those bills don't stop. Those payments don't stop. Your responsibilities don't stop. If you got drivers, you got to still pay them. You got to give them something. It may not be equal to what they would normally make in the season, but you have to give them something to maintain them and to help them to pay their bills. So it's a lot, man. And so I tell people, timing is everything. And so, kind of, be more cautious. You understand? If you don't have peace about a thing, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that you would not do it. It just it's not the time to do it. Okay. It's not that you're not going to do it. It's not that it doesn't mean, or shall I say it this way? It doesn't mean you're not going to do it. It just may not be the right time to do it. And so you have to know, you got to know within yourself. And I'll say this too. Sometimes we talk to other people and we'll ask them what they think, what their opinion is or whatever. And, opinions may vary. One person may say, well, I wouldn't do it. And another person may say, go for it. And somebody else, because opinions vary. But at the end of the day, it's just their opinion. It's not a fact. Because nobody knows, including ourselves. Nobody knows what's going to happen from day to day. All right. Only God knows that. Okay. So I believe that we have to consult him. We got to seek him, and the Lord will direct you. He will put a piece in you, and he'll put a piece on you, or he'll cause you not to be at rest. That thing will trouble you. You understand what I'm saying? And so we cannot ignore the warning signs, right? We cannot ignore those things. And if you feel uneasy about it, there were times to where I make a decision, and then I'll go to bed that night, and it just wouldn't set well with me. Or I would be about to make a decision, and then I had no rest. That thing just disturbed me. I couldn't shake it. And so I knew that was my answer, because I didn't have peace about it. So the next day, I made the decision, don't do it. Not now. I'm going to table it. You understand? I'm going to come back. I'm going to revisit that. But now is not the time. And then, like some months later, right? Or say 4 weeks later, 5, 6 weeks later, right? I get peace about it. It'll come back before me. And then this time, I got peace about it. Same situation, same setup, wrong time. Same situation, same setup. Now it's the right time. Okay. So it's, man, I'm telling you, man, it's a learning process. Okay. It's a learning process. And let's keep it real. Sometimes it can be scary. It can be scary because when something is unpredictable and you don't really know what to expect, you've never really been in this place before. You've been in business for a period of time, but when you start branching out, you start making decisions, you start doing greater things, it can be a little challenging, because I'm like, oh Lord, so now I know how to operate on this level. now we moving up. Now we moving up to the next level. And so I've been on both sides. When I first started, it was just me. One truck, just me. I'm working, blah, blah. And then I've been on the other side running multiple trucks, employees, drivers, all of that kind of stuff. Payroll, insurance, taxes. I mean, you're responsible for everything. Okay? Breakdowns, you name it. The maintenance bills climb and climb and climb and climb. Fuel bills, all of that. Okay? So it comes with responsibility, but it also comes with pressure. And this is something that we don't really talk about, but it's real. Pressure is real. Okay? It's real. It can affect your health. It can affect your ability to remember. It causes stress. It interrupts your sleep, your rest, because you don't know what, especially when you got stuff going day and night, you're not resting because every time your phone make a noise, you jumping up like, oh my God, I hope it ain't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? You're not resting. You're just laying there. You know what I'm saying? I done been there. Trucks running day and night. You're in the bed trying to go to sleep. Your phone ringing off the hook. 2:00 in the morning. 3:00 in the morning. If anything go wrong, they calling, and they supposed to, because that's what they supposed to do. But that's all the responsibility that produces pressure, and all of that comes with that. Okay. So I just want to encourage you guys, man, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to encourage you to not put yourself, okay? At the end of the day, you got to look out for you. What's going on, B? What's up, man? B said, you preaching. What's going on? Good evening to my mother, Rita Bell. Evangelist Rita Austin. What's going on, Rita Bell? Good evening to you. That's my mama right there, y'all. Gotta holler at my mom's. Hung out with her yesterday. She was in the senior group. And everybody else on the live. What's going on? What's happening? B said, you're preaching. And so I just want to encourage you, man. Encourage you all that, you got to look out for you, because you're looking out for everybody else. You're doing everything you can to make sure everybody else is straight, taken care of. Everything's good, but don't forget about you. Okay. And a lot of times people call you. They one of the reasons why they call you, because they can depend on you. You're a dependable company. They know that if they call you, you're going to be there. You're going to show up. You're going to be on time. You're going to deliver. And it's just, So, but you got to look out for you too. You gotta look out for you too. Okay. And I know sometimes it's hard, especially when you got drivers and you got multiple trucks. It's hard to find drivers that thinks like you. Okay. They got their own mind. They got their own life. They do things that don't even consider. Not all drivers, but you got that few. You got one or two out the crew. You know what I'm saying? They don't consider nobody but themselves. So they'll not show up for work. Don't call. Leave the job. Whatever. Because they're not considering that they are part of a group. They represent the company, okay? And they represent you, the boss. But so you have to, it's hard, man. It's hard to somebody to take care of the equipment and just do a lot of different things. So I just want you all to be encouraged about that. Just keep working, keep giving that great service, that customer service. What's up, DB3? What's happening, man? You doing all right? Wonderful segment last night, my brother. Wonderful segment last night. I was eating chicken wings. I was eating Super Bowl food. Well, yesterday. It wasn't last night, it was yesterday. But so I want you all to be encouraged. Keep putting your best foot forward. Keep doing the work that you're doing. And remember, when you're out to make decisions, if you don't have peace about it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have peace about it, don't do it. Wisdom. Now check this out. I'm going to drop this on you. And this is something that I've learned. Wisdom comes when you learn from your mistakes. Now, we all going to make mistakes, okay? We all going to make mistakes because there's a lot of things we may not know. But wisdom comes when you learn from your mistakes, okay? Let's learn from our mistakes. And that way, it can make us better. We can become more wiser, more stronger. And when somebody show you their work ethic, when they show you who they are, believe them. Let's go back to the old school. Run some references. Yeah. All of this, I could do it. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. Check some references. Talk to some previous employers. I'm telling you. Because sometimes people can be looking for a favor. And you doing them a favor by hiring them can cost you greatly. Check references, okay? And let me tell you something else. Just because they may be a friend or an associate or a relative doesn't mean you are obligated to hire them. Or a recommendation from somebody that knows you. You have to fit. You have to be able to fit where you are employed. Okay? It does matter. Okay? Because you have to fit. You have to fit. That's the only way it's going to work. That's just like a puzzle. You can't just take a piece of a puzzle and just stick it anywhere and think it's going to fit. It ain't going to fit. You got to be able to fit. Now you can apply that across the board. Okay. You can apply that in the ministry. You can apply that in your personal lives, whatever the case may be. If it doesn't fit, it ain't going to work. Okay. If they don't fit in with the program you got, the business you got, the setup you got going on, it's going to be some problems. Okay. And a person has to have an understanding of that when you come into a new place of employment, you have a responsibility to make the necessary adjustments that is required of you to fit in this company. You can't bring where you left. You can't bring that mindset of where you left into the new place. Okay? So, I mean, you can apply that anywhere. Wherever you were, you cannot bring that to wherever you are or where you are going. There has to be a change of mind. There has to be an adjustment. There has to be a recondition. Yeah, amen. You even got to change your attitude. Because, y'all better come get me, man. You gotta even change your attitude as it relates to certain environments and atmospheres. But so the attitude you had over there, you can't bring that over here because this is a different place, different atmosphere, different environment, and all of that. What's up, Jalen? JJ. There you go. What's up, JJ? Look, you got to change all of that. So when you coming into a new atmosphere, a new environment, your attitude has to change. You have to. So in other words, if you're going to be productive, you have to be flexible. If you're going to truly be productive, you have to be flexible. It's going to take you being flexible. It's going to take some flexibility in order to be productive wherever you go. So how do I be productive wherever I go? I have to be flexible wherever I go because every place is not the same. And so my mind has to be conditioned to know that where I was, I can't operate like that where I'm going. So you have to be flexible if you're going to be productive wherever you go. That's right. You can't be new wine in old bottles. Uh-oh. It's coming up out of it. Can't do nothing with that. It's gonna come up out of you. So you that's how we be productive, guys. So if you go, it don't matter where you at. You got to be flexible. You got to be willing to adjust. You got to be able to adjust to the request of this customer, because that customer may desire a different service. And then you go over here and then let me say this too. You have to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to learn to do more than what you do. In other words, what do I mean? What does I mean? What do I mean? I'm sorry. You got to be flexible, okay? You got to be willing to learn how to do more than just one thing as it relates to your business. Yes, sir. And you have to be willing to adapt to change. Yes, sir. Absolutely right. Absolutely. Wow. The Lord is healing my eyes because I ain't got no glasses on and I'm able to see this small print. Thank you, Jesus. Continue to touch my eyes, Lord. There is a balm in Gilead. There is a physician here. Thank you, Jesus. Glory. Hallelujah. That's a testimony within itself. What a mighty God we serve. But hallelujah to God. So you got to be willing, like my brother just said, you got to be willing to adapt to change. And so learn how to do more than just one thing. Whatever your business is, right? Learn how to do more than that. You know, like for example, if you, whatever your business is, learn many ways because there's more than one way. You know, you can talk to other people who are in business like you or in the same field and kind of learn and see what they're doing. Now, you're not copycatting. You're not duplicating anybody. But what you're doing is you're learning multiple ways to do what you do. OK, and what that does, that puts you in higher demand because you are able to offer more than one service. And a lot of times when you go on a job or you do a job for somebody, have you ever noticed sometimes customers will ask you, hey, listen, do you do XYZ too? And then you might be like, no, I just do this. And then they say, oh, okay. I was wondering, did you do X, Y, and Z? Because I have some stuff that I need done, and I would rather just deal with one individual and let them do the work versus calling 3 or 4 different people in to do something when I can get it all done with one individual. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. DB3 said, you're saying some good stuff. We are coming to visit you in North Carolina to see you, preacher. Yes, sir. I'm excited about it, brother. Yes, sir. I'm excited about you all coming to Greensboro to visit us at our church. I am excited. I'm excited about that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait. So so you gotta, so you all can relate to that, right? Like somebody said, well, do you do this or do you do that? And then you be like, no, I don't do that. Oh, okay. But I do know somebody who does it. So why not learn it for yourself? Why not learn how to do that? Okay. That way that can increase your business. That can bring you more business, more revenue. And then you will be in higher demand. You'll be more in higher demand because of the multiple services that you offer. Okay, so that puts you in a different category than everybody else. Everybody else doing the same thing you do, but you do what they're doing plus, and this. And also we offer this and this. Wow, really? There you go. You're in there. And so I'm thinking about doing some more of that this year. I've been looking into it. I don't just haul to the state jobs and things like that. I don't just haul for private contractors, but I also do driveways. I do all kinds of things. But I'm looking into investing in skid steer because I know how to operate equipment and all that kind of stuff. I used to work for a construction company back in the day. So I learned how to operate bulldozers, excavators, motor graders, skid steers, pans, uh, you name it. So I have knowledge. I know how to operate all of these pieces of equipment and machinery. So I've been thinking about it for a while. I mean, I've thought about it a few years back, 5 years ago, somewhere along there, but the timing just wasn't right. So now I'm picking up a lot of driveways. A lot of people call me to do driveways because all it takes is that you are in a particular neighborhood or something like that, and you're doing a driveway, and all it takes is for a neighbor to come outside and see you doing the driveway, and they sitting there looking at their driveway like, wow, I need to redo my driveway. Then somebody down the street riding by, going out of the neighborhood, and then they see you doing a driveway, and then on their way back in, they stop, they ask. So it picks up. It's like a domino effect, okay? But in a lot of cases, you can't raise the bed up due to power lines and low-hanging tree branches and things like that. So you want to be flexible. So I'm looking into getting a skid steer and a trailer, and I on one of my trucks, it's got the trailer hitch thing on it set up. So I'll be able to put a trailer hitch on there, buy a trailer, hook it up, and just use that setup. I'll just have that truck with a trailer and a skid steer. Just have that set up just for driveways and parking lots and things like that. Sometimes I get calls from people that are putting in building pads. They want to put a building in the back of their house, or they want to expand their home, and so they need a building pad and all that kind of stuff. So that opens up more business and more opportunities because of the services that you offer. So I'm just giving you some ideas. It's something that I'm thinking about. I have other, business ventures and things like that, but this right here, I'm thinking about getting into more because I'm getting a lot of business that pertains to that particular service. I get a lot of calls, and I don't like to turn people away because somebody is recommending them to me. And so I be thinking like, wow. And so the very thing I'm sharing with you all, I'm sharing it with you all because I go through it. I've been through it. And so it opens up so many other doors as it relates to opportunities to expand your business. Okay. and then it gives you the opportunity to learn and to become more skilled in other areas. And it betters you. Okay. So your value, your stock, it increases, it goes up. Okay. So that's always good. That's always good. That's never bad. Okay. Because if your stock go up, your value go up, your revenue goes up, and your profit goes up. Okay. So that's what you want. All right. You don't want to be in business and you see no profit at all. Now, the first year, when you first get started, you're not going to see a profit. Second year, it's up in the air. First year, you're not going to see a profit because everything you're making, you're putting it back. Okay. Second year, yeah, it's starting to, the wheels are starting to move. And then too, it all depends on the type of business you're in because it can fluctuate. It can up and down. It all depends. So all that varies too. Okay. So keep that in mind. Now, somebody may say, no, I was making money when I first got started. Well, it all depends on your business. It all depends on your business. So I will agree on that. So it all depends on your business. That's why I kind of reworded. I had to go back and change that because that's not the case in every business because it all depends on what type of business you're in will determine how quick of a turnaround you see your profit. Okay. So I hope you all was able to learn a little something today to kind of glean and to gain, to kind of help you on your way. I know I covered a lot. I like to take my time, especially when I'm talking about this kind of stuff, because it's a lot in it. You got to have time. You know, I run into people out and about, and some people are thinking about getting into trucking or whatever, and then they'll ask me a bunch of questions. And, you know, they be like, man, I don't mean to hold you up. You know, that one question it can turn into a 25, 30-minute conversation. So, you know, you got to have time to kind of talk to people and kind of communicate and interact with them so that you can make sure that you be clear, you bring clarity to what you're saying, and they can get an understanding as well. Okay, so it's all about addressing the problem and bringing resolution so that you can run smoothly, so that you can see profit coming in and you can feel productive. Okay, you don't ever want to be working all the time and you feel like nothing is being accomplished. Okay, you don't ever want to do that. Find something that you enjoy, that you get joy, you get fulfillment out of it. You understand? That way you can enjoy it. You're giving back. You are helping people solve their problems. You become the answer to somebody's question and the solution to somebody's problem. That's what business is. That's what business does. Okay, it brings solutions to somebody's problems. That's all you do every day. Even if you work a job, your job, the company you work for, they are there to solve people's problems. They are there to help people in the time of need. So if somebody has a need, your job is there to help meet the need, to solve the problem. If they have a question they don't know, they need clarification, your job is there to bring clarification, and your job is there to answer any questions that they may have so that they can get an understanding of whatever it is they got to do. Okay, so it's the same thing. So that's what we're here for, guys. God put us here in the earth. He placed us here with gifts and talents and all kinds of skills and abilities and knowledge and wisdom and all of the ideas, all of that kind of stuff. God has given us all of that so that we can be productive in the earth, all right, and help somebody. Bring him the glory, of course, okay, but to help people with their problems and to help yourself. Amen. Don't forget about you. Remember that. Don't forget about you, okay? Look out for you sometimes, okay? Treat yourself. Take a day off. Rest. Enjoy yourself. Take a day and don't do nothing. I mean, nothing. Just sit there. If you want to sleep, rest, get you something to eat, whatever the case may be. Just sit down your recliner, get your remote, watch a good movie. I mean, sit there and do absolutely nothing. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Take care of you as well as, you know, of course, you got your responsibilities, you got your family, you got all of that. Yes. And you're going to do that. You're going to do that. But in the midst of all of the hustle and the bustle, don't forget about you. All right. This is Mr. Favor, and I really enjoyed you guys today. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I pray that this nugget was a blessing to you. I know it was a lot, but I prayed that it was a blessing. Many of you got some clarity. You got some assurance. You got some peace. The word really ministered to you. And I want to say thanks to each and every one for tuning in, hanging out with Mr. Favor for the Midday Monday Nugget. All right. These nuggets are geared and they are designed to assist you and help you and encourage you in your journey of business. Those of you that are in business, getting in business, thinking about getting in business, these principles and nuggets are for you. But you can also apply these nuggets in every area of your life, personal, as it relates to relationships, friendships, business partnerships, also ministry. You can apply it in ministry. Those of you that are in ministry, you can apply these nuggets as well. The principle works, okay? So thank you all for taking time, hanging out with me on your lunch break, whatever you got going on. You took the time to hang out with Mr. Favor, and I really, really appreciate your support to these videos and to the Back to the Bible segments that comes on every Monday night. Lord willing, I'll be back tonight at 7 p.m. for that great segment, Adam, Where Art Thou? And we are going back tonight and having a good time. Thank you all for tuning in on Back to the Bible, sharing the videos, watching, commenting. All of you that commented today and shared your thoughts today, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. You all help make these videos success and do the things that God intends for them to do. All right. One can chase 1,000, two can put 10,000 to flight, and we can do more together than we can apart. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where there's unity, there is strength. All right. So, with that being said, it's time for me to sign off so I can go and get me something to eat and treat myself to something to eat so that you all can hang out and treat yourself as well. All right. Y'all continue to be blessed. Continue to have a wonderful, safe, successful, and productive day. And again, I want to say, if you don't have peace about it, don't do it. All right? It doesn't mean that you won't do it. It's just that the timing is not right now. Okay? So, keep that in mind and take care of yourself. All right? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep supporting. Keep bringing that great customer service. Keep putting smiles on your customers' faces and keep on being dependable. All right? Represent God in everything you do. All right? Bring him the glory and he'll bless you back. How about that? This is Mr. Favor, and I'm out of here. Peace.